standing somewhere, they'd all sit in your shadow. So depending on what time of day it was, if your shadow was 3 metres long, there'd be 20 kids sitting in that shadow. And if you took a step forward, they'd all move and stay in the shadow. So if you step forward and then step back, they'd be fucking... It was funny. It was just funny to watch things that they did. And you'd be sitting there, you sit down, and I'd take the shirt off, this one of my fucking skin pants or whatever. You'd be sitting there, and the kid would come up and go, and you know how my skin, when you press it, look how it leaves, when I'm sunburned, leaves a white mark.
Yep.
And they just thought that was fucking something else. And after a while, you know, you get every fucking kid, hundreds of them all come out and push, oh, fuck, that's great. And then they'd be going away trying to push each other. That worked. It's funny. Funny. They'd laugh and fucking carry on. And there was one place we used to go to where there was a waterfall. And we went there and we took some of these surveyors there, dropped them off, and while we were waiting, all these kids came around. Anyway, no, it wasn't me. Somebody else said to him, is there any water anywhere? Not that I said, don't be fucking drinking it. No. He said, I want to see if there's any creeks or anything. Because there's supposed to be a creek line here. And they said, yeah. And they took us to it was only like 100 metres away, their swimming hole. And it was this fucking beautiful waterfall coming down off the, about a 50 metre fucking drop. But there were shelves and, 10 metres, 5 metres. And these kids, it was their swimming hole. And where they bathed and everything. And, so the kids were fucking going in there swimming, and so we thought, oh, fuck this. So we chucked all our gear off and just in the jocks and fucking in there having a swim, and it was great. It was the best fucking thing. It was like a fucking little paradise.
Yeah.
And these kids then started to, one of the pilots, I think, grabbed a bit of fucking money and he threw it. So these kids were lining up on this 5 metre fucking, what did it be, 10 metres. And they were lining up and jumping for fucking money and seeing if they could fucking catch it before they hit the water. But even if they didn't, they'd fucking go to the bottom, and it was deep. They'd go down and find the fucking money and bring it up. They could swim. They were good swimmers.
Yeah. Didn't you walk on the side of a chopper once without being strapped in?
Yeah, I did. Well, I thought I was, because I automatically used to hook it onto the tie-down rings on the wall. I used to hook the harness onto that, and, because I used to, depending on what we were doing, if I was with moving troops, I'd be sitting behind a gun on the door, with the doors pinned back, and so I used to hook myself onto that. Yeah. And, anyway, we were flying along, and the pilot said, can you get the chalk commander, the guy sitting in front of you? Because he used to sit, the chalk commander always sat in the end. So get him to put a headset on. And anyway, I said to him, I just leaned over and I said, mate, yeah. And that's fucking noisy as fucking wind blowing and fucking. I said, get the headset. And he's, what? I said, oh, fuck, he doesn't want to get out of his fucking seat. He's scared he's going to fall out. So, anyway, I said, all right. And I got out and I fucking walked along the skid. And we was doing 120 knots at about 500 feet or something.
Yep.
And I'm sort of walking along the skid, and I just leaned in and got the fucking headset, stuck it on, pulled out the fucking thing out of the ceiling, the lead for him to plug it into. I said, got to talk to the pilot, we need to get information about where you're going, or somebody on the ground, or fucking something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, yeah, right, so he put it on his fucking talking away. And I got back to the quarter compartment where I used to sit. I went to fucking climb up, and I thought, holy fuck, the harness is not even fucking hooked on. So I jumped up into the seat and fucking hooked it on, and I thought, I'm not getting out of the fucking seat all day. and I felt quite safe doing that. I you know, I was used to fucking getting out the skids and fucking doing things. Sometimes even in the gunship, if we were even without fucking people in there, you know, things would start to go wrong. I had to fucking get out and fuck around and
Yeah.
and the fucking rockets and the miniguns and fucking stuff like that. They'd get jammed and had to fuck around and not that could happen very often, but occasionally you fucking had to get out.
Yep.
Walk on the skids. I remember doing it one day, just put my harness on, we're flying along, got out and walked along. We're all mates, so we're flying along. I walked up along the skid to the pilot's fucking door and knocked on his window.
Yeah.
Holy fucking hell! Well, you know, I did it when he wasn't actually flying, his co-pilot was flying. He just sort of said, fucking, and that's why I did it then, because I wouldn't have done it if he was holding on the controls. He would have fucking speared us in. Yeah, he was just sitting there fucking thumb and bum, half asleep, cruising along.
Frighten the shit out of him, have a good laugh.
Yeah, you don't expect to see fucking people outside your window. Fucking 500 feet in the air. And
So you were a chopper gunner and a load master, yeah?
yeah, well, in chopper you did fucking
Mm.
as a gunner. I started off as a gunner and a crewman, and then crewman was operating the winch, fucking, you know, and you did a bit of everything. And as a gunner, you were a gunner on what we called a slick, which is when we carried troops, we had guns on the side.
Yep.
But then I was also a gunship. I flew on gunships as well, which is, I was instructor of a gunship.
Okay.
Which is, they were the, you know, you'd see nowadays they're Apache gunships.
Yeah.
Back then, there was Iroquois that had guns and missiles strapped to the sides and miniguns. And I was a door gunner. We had a mount on the side of the chopper.
Yep.
And two M60s on each side, so you operated both of them.
Yep.
Just like
Yep.
kind of a firing platform because it just fucking awful and rude. But you basically just start firing in general direction, and then when you see the bullets hitting, or back in those days we were allowed to use words. But when they fired, they had a coating on them that was burnt.
Right.
And you could see it, so you can see where it went.
Oh, like a tracer sort of.
Tracer.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was either that, or if it was flat ground, you couldn't see it in the jungle. That was the big problem. You could see the traces in the jungle, but you couldn't see the land and
The
fire.
impact, yeah.
And that's what most of the time you just based it on that. You'd see where it was hitting and then walk it up to the target. When you had two of them going, they were pretty good. You could fucking keep your heads down. Missiles, some of the missiles they used were they had HE, which was just the explosive one, and then they had other ones called flechettes. And what they did when they fired, they'd be set for a certain distance, and you'd fire them, and then you'd fire it as it approached the general target. So if you fired at that sign up there,
Yep.
about 50 metres away, the head would explode, and then it fired out all these little barbs.
Yep.
Like millions, thousands of them come out of the end of the fucking missile.
Oh yeah.
And that's what fucking, Jesus, you'll see what that did to a fucking jungle and what comes in it. That was fucking, that's how they did it.
Right.
Well, if they fucking caught us, there wouldn't be any fucking mercy either, so.